Christy. Hello, MG. Hello, MG. Hello, Dani. Hello, Yissa. Hello, Grandma Girl. Hello, Maria. Hello, MG. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. So happy to see everyone. Hello, Baseball. So yes, nothing happened today. We had to move back a week. Hello, Polo. We had to move back a week the trial with Lady Latisha, the hearing with Lady Latisha, because I gave my statement in French because that's what my bank gave me. And the judge was like, "Oh, you need to give it in English." I was like, "Oh, okay. I'm just need to call tomorrow and I'll have it in English." So yeah, I'm like, okay. So we gonna have the next hearing like next week. So nothing happened today. So we're back to just waiting a little. So yes, guys, eligible kitchen. So yes, guys, there's a lot of thing to talk about, and I've been thinking about certain things because of, let's say, well, what Dani was saying today, what I observed on my own chat, and I'm gonna be honest. It is a stall tactic. Did did Dani forget that I speak French? What language are her statement? Are they on? No, and the contrary, Oli Molly, like, I want to apologize to you for yesterday because you were just trying to warn me and I didn't understand what was going on. But now that I'm seeing certain things, I'm like, I think I need to make a statement about it. So yeah, she can say what she wants. Like, it's simply that I give it in French because I thought you could clearly see like the numbers and everything, but it makes sense that it should be in English. Oh, because it's Dani. Are we surprised? She's saying that I'm like basically stalling. I'm like, what stalling is there to do? Anyhow, it's stupid. But am I surprised that Dani is stupid? Not really. So yeah, like I said, tomorrow I will call and then I will take care of all of it. Exactly, that too, but also because I think that I'm a little too loose with my definition of owl. And what I mean by that is that there is so many different shifting perspective, if we can say. There's so many different ways to see the situation. Yeah, she never does anything on time, but like I said, it's not like I didn't even do it on time. I just did it in French because I speak French and my account is in French. So yeah. It's not that deep. Like the judge was like, it's gonna be, I'm like, yeah, it's cool. I'm just gonna call it to have it translated. It's not that, but it's not a big deal. Wait, what is her stall tactic? Where is her identity? Like I said, Dani trying to talk and reprimand anyone is such an exercise on and stupidity that Madgie has no word for it. Like, listen, at the end of the day, Dani is literally the stall tactic master. So I guess I should take lessons from her if I wanted to stall. But anyhow, so yeah, it was really short. Nothing happened there. So yes, I saw that Snoopy was live, and I was watching the chat, and that's when I realized I really need to change my definition of little owl because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for people that claim to support me to, listen, Dani must know the word stall in every language. That's the word I bet she knows about because this bitch be stalling. So anyhow. But yeah, no, I think that just sends a weird message because I hate that individual. because of a bunch of different reasons that I'm gonna talk about. Hello, Danica. So yeah, personally, what I've hello Kimishi. So yeah, personally, what I have decided is that people that goes to my enemy's channel, and so when I mean enemy, I think people know who I'm talking about, or if you don't know, then it's all good. So yeah, people who goes to my enemy's channel, like you're welcome to do so, and you're welcome to come on my channel, but don't call. I don't think that person should be considered a little owl. Listen, listening to Dani talk about trees being ugly or trees being whatever, I'm like, you are a bitmoji. Please shut your be quiet. Be quiet. Why are you talking about people's appearances when you're a bitmoji? Like it's so ridiculous. But it's not that it's not that people were saying bad stuff about me in that chat. Well, people are always saying bad stuff about me in that chat. But it's not that the person in particular, which was Melissa 37, was saying bad things about me. It's more that I was thinking about the fact that she said the thing about I've been annoying her for a couple of months now. And sincerely, I don't think you can be hanging out in Vampy's chat or Snoopy's chat and be one of my little owl. It's fucking weird. Like they hate me and I hate them back. So I think the person should just be themselves and just do what they want. Because like I said, people are free to do what they want. I don't care. But it's weird. It's weird. And it makes me feel like, what? Like, what is a little owl? It's a supporter of Madgie. That's what a little owl is. So if you go and are so enthusiastic with people who hate my face, clearly the support is not 100%. So for me, I'm just like, it's cool. I'm not even side eyeing. It's more the fact about the little owl thing that I'm like, I think that if you want to be in those people's chat, which, like I said, you are welcome to do so, but it make me feel uncomfortable. Therefore, you're welcome to go where you want, but don't call yourself a little owl because then, especially with me, a lot of people always try to make it seem like the action of other people are directly under my responsibility. So, and sincerely, the people that were in Vampy's chat and being like all lovey-dovey towards Vampy, they are the one who followed Snoopy and Polly and all of it. Luna's Blade was always in Vampy's chat. Plotter was always in Vampy's chat. I think it shows a certain way of thinking. Hello, Spirit Girl. I think it shows a certain way of thinking. And I think it's fine. But I think at the same time, why would you be a little owl? Just be like a visitor. Like you will be beloved and I will greet the person with the same like happiness, but little owl, no. I think that should not be. And yeah, and if you're a mod and you want to go there, all good, but like I said, really uncomfortable to me. And let's be clear, the two people I saw wasting their fucking time all the time on polos. I'm so sorry, Polo. I just saw your name. I'm so spellcaster. I'm so sorry. That was one. Okay, yeah. The people I saw being on Vampy, they are the one who are all pro poly and all pro all that shit. So I'm like, I think it's kind of telling. Now let's talk about Stormy because I want Lacy to come. I hope she comes today. I'm so sorry, Polo. I hope she comes today because I wanted to have like her opinion after the whole interview with Jed and everything because I never had the time to talk to her directly after that. And also to learn a little more about the whole situation. But yeah, to talk about Stormy and Michelle, I put them in the same type of category. And the category is You are now cool with someone that was insulting you and punish me for my association with you. So my question is, how am I supposed to feel? Hello, just hope. Like, let's be clear. Snoopy, a white woman, white walker, put a black woman in a KKK uniform because I wasn't crucifying Stormy. But now this white woman is chilling with another white woman that she said was racist, but is still insulting the black woman. Do you know how it looks? Do you know how it looked? Bad, terrible, disgusting. But at the same time, it makes me laugh because when Snoopy went live, so many Avengers left to go into her live. And I was like, look at them. They prefer to listen to that racist white woman because let's be clear, Snoopy is a racist white woman. Only a racist piece of shit. Oh, thank you, Lacy. Let me know if you want to come up. I saw that you say you have a few minutes. I said Snoopy and Stormy. And for me, Stormy is the same thing as Michelle, let's say. Why are you? Thank you, Shannon. Burke. Okay, so yeah. I'm like, ugh, Shannon. So yeah. It was hilarious to see the Avenger leaving, like the RC-117, a bunch of Avengers. They left their little master to go to Snoopy's live, a racist white woman who put a black person as a KKK member. I love it. Hello, Lacy.
Hello, Madgie. How are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm good. I'm pretty good.
Hello, Jen.
So,
Mm-hmm. So
what's going
yeah,
on?
I had so many questions for you because I think did you hear what the interview I had with Jed?
Yes, I heard the interview you had with Jed, and
Mhm.
it wasn't surprising to me. You know, obviously, I know what he said. I think that it's a little crazy that people don't like. He came up here telling you, I called her this racial slur. I called her this. I said this about her child. He had said that he hit that woman and that she deserved it.
Oh
So
yes, okay. I was like, what
nothing I
Rachel
said was a
Floor?
lie. You know what I mean? Nothing I said that he did was a lie. He did the
No,
stuff.
absolutely not. I think what is interesting is try because the truth at the end of the day is between all of you. Because at the end of the day, you're all biased to your own story, which is natural.
Right.
So what I wanted to know, because there's a lot of similarities on what you're saying and what he's saying and what Stormy's saying, but it is the perspective. Because let's say that TY is that the name of the dude that essayed the 16-year-old?
Yeah.
That
Yeah. And
man?
that's who Snoopy has on her channel.
Oh,
She
Snoopy has
has
that man on her channel. Essay.
she's playing video from Veronica that she went and had her go. This man said that he wanted to unalive this girl Veronica, and that'd be the last thing that she saw before she was done on earth. And he pulled a firearm on me twice on panels, and that's
Wow.
who Jed is defending, and that's who Snoopy is playing. And the girl Veronica literally went over there after he said he would do that to her,
Mhm.
and she's getting recordings from him. Of course, he's gonna say I'm lying. He's not gonna say I'm telling the truth. He's been
Veronica,
arrested
is she
twice.
still pro TY even after
I
what
mean,
he
she
said?
was over there on Valentine's Day, and she was like, "I'll never forget it. I was over there. I went over there on Valentine's Day, and he gave me this information." Like, what is the word of somebody who says that he chooses victims because they won't tell because they're a certain race? Any
No,
victims at
TY,
all,
you don't need to
period.
convince me at all. I don't know if you were like, I don't know if you heard me when I was talking to Jed. TY is a monster. Like there is no
Right,
question about it.
but
He
there is a
was
there is a
convicted.
Right. And there's a
I don't
difference
give a
in when
fuck
they're
that
saying I
he
knew or when I
served his.
didn't.
That's the question, because I'm
Yeah.
like, it's not that he said that you lie about what TY is as a human, which means a piece of dirt. That's what he is. Anyone who
Mhm.
essays someone, I don't care that you paid your crime to society. You didn't pay your crime in front of God.
Mhm. Yeah.
So,
No. I wouldn't
so
be
let's
around
say think
somebody who
about
is
that.
that because I've been through that. I would not be around somebody who is that. He lied to me and told me that his name, and well, I can say it because it's a lie. He told me his name was Tyler DeSantis, just like he did everybody else.
So
No,
when did you learn this? Because what he was saying, that's the part that interested me for your situation was, yes, you denounced him. Yes, you took his channel, but it was the timing of it all. Was it because he had an interaction with male world? Was it about vengeance, or was it about justice?
no, that's what he said. That's what he said
That's
it was
what I'm
about
wondering.
was Melanie. And what it was about was that I he had Veronica, this girl, was recording everything he did. And he was texting me asking me to put in an IC3 complaint for him because he didn't know how to do it. So I put in the IC3
Who is
complaint.
that girl, Veronica? Because you say her name a lot. Who is that?
She's in the boxing community. She's the one who's giving
She's a
Snoopy all
sub.
of this stuff.
She's a
Um
sub, a mod. What is she?
yeah, she's a sub. Well, I she's just there. She's a troll. She's a troll. She's one of those people that's just like she I don't know, she's always causing problems. I don't really know what to say nice
But
about
what's
her
her? What? It's not about being nice. It's about what's her relationship with. Why is her name being brought up?
because she was
Mhm.
actually with him, talking to him on the phone, engaging with him in a romantic kind of a way. And then there was a falling out. I didn't know her. So, like, for a year and a half, Madgie, she's had a problem with me because I asked where they were from, not meaning where she's from, does she live, but what channel are they from? Because he was complaining about her one day. And since then, this woman has not left me alone. She's on a campaign, and now she has Snoopy on the bandwagon. But how do you have somebody? He went to jail 2 times for pulling firearms on Phantom's panel.
But
Twice.
let's wait, because, like I said, you one of the thing with you that Jed was right though was that you go too much everywhere.
I get
Because
anxious because I get so much
I know,
overwhelmed. Like,
but you
so
don't.
much stuff is going on.
Exactly.
So
But go
with
one thing at a
TY,
third time, because then
yeah.
people will think that you're trying to confuse when you're not. You're just trying to tell too many stories at the same time.
Right. It's hard because nobody understands, like,
Yeah.
nobody's there, so they don't know a lot of the things I'm talking about. So
So
Veronica
go
was
one step
talking
at
to
a time.
TY.
We're here to listen to you. Take your time.
So Veronica was going to TY. They were talking. They had some kind of a, relationship or whatever. We fell out. TY and I became friends. TY did not tell me I knew that he had a background, but not an SA background. I don't care if
When you
somebody,
say a background, what do you mean?
well, just by him saying that he was always getting in trouble, like not for
Okay,
like SA or something.
you knew he had a criminal background. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, but based on what he said, because he said he went to jail, but not for SA, he made it seem like it was for something else. So I don't care about that's none of my business. You know what I mean? So then I had he had somebody get doxxed on his channel, and they went and gave the Jedi information. The people who were saying that I doxed TY and did this on Mad Day or whatever, no, they did that. They are the ones that docked his SA record, not
Okay,
me.
let's not go there yet. So what I want to understand is, okay, Veronica had some type of personal relationship with TY, but TY wanted to get rid of her, and then TY became close to you.
But not we weren't close like that. He was already fighting with her. See, it's like she's trying to make it seem like I came and I was jealous, but no, I didn't know her. Like, I still don't know her, why she won't stop doing this. But the whole thing that came was that my cousin, he says my cousin does not exist. Okay, he made a live. Um and I had filed an IC3 complaint against this Veronica girl for him. So I
How
got a
close
phone.
were you with TY, and how long were you close with him?
I was close with TY maybe for like 5 months,
Okay.
and um We had like he called me sis, I called him bro, but he didn't
Okay.
exhibit the same behaviors that he exhibits now. Nobody in the boxing community knew. Yet Jed said yesterday that he told everybody. If everybody knew, then how is everybody saying I withheld it? That makes no sense to me. Nobody knew. I didn't know. So for
Okay.
with
So during
me,
those 4 or 5 months, you didn't know about his criminal background, but you knew he had one. But you were
yeah, I knew
friends. You were
yeah.
cool.
No,
Mm-hmm.
I knew he had one, but not for SA. I mean,
Exactly.
if somebody gets a
Criminal
DUI, it's not my
background.
business. Yeah.
Exactly. Criminal background.
Right.
Like criminal background can be stealing a pen. Like
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
no
criminal
doubt.
background. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I knew he had been to jail. I mean, he tells everybody
exactly.
that. We all knew that he had been to jail, just
Mhm.
not what for, but apparently Jed did know what for because he said he didn't and he has admitted that he has always known. I didn't know
Okay.
until I did the IC3 complaint. When I did the
Okay.
IC3 complaint, it came because he asked me to put it on Veronica for stalking him, calling
Yeah.
him, wouldn't stop. So then I put that in and I listed myself as a witness and I used his name, Tyler DeSantis, that he gave me. And whenever they called back to me, they thought that it was supposed to be for him against a woman because that record didn't show up. They got that from his phone number. They do follow up on IC3 complaints. That's how I found out his name was Nicholas and not Tyler. Everybody thought his name was Tyler. Everyone, even me. No one knew his name was
How did they find
Nicholas
their his information if you gave them the wrong name? Like and
because they had gave him his phone number.
his phone number. Okay. And that's when, because they read it and maybe it was filled out in a way that the story was complicated. So they thought you were the one who wanted to put a restraining on him.
Right. And then they told me
And
that's when we got into the criminal background because they said because of the criminal background, they thought that he was harassing me. And I said no, because I didn't know what the hell they meant what the heck they meant by that. And I said, no, he's not
exactly.
harassing me. He's being harassed. And then they called him twice to follow up and he did not answer the phone. That's because he gave me the name Tyler DeSantis. So then whenever everything came out, Mirage is actually the one that went and put out that he was a PDF. Mirage.
So
This
let's
is
be clear. When you got his real name, is that when you did a background research on him because he had lied?
that was at the same time though. That was just at the same time that he got into it with my cousin. It was the same time frame, is what I'm
Okay.
saying.
So at the same time that you're learning that his real name is Nicholas and not Tyler, you
Yes.
start
It's all
having a
within
beef
3
with your
days.
cousin. So you
Yeah,
start
all
having a
within
beef with your cousin. Who is your
yeah,
cousin?
her name's Asia, and it was all within 3 days. And that's why they say the T sector thing is what intervened in it. It wasn't. What led to me doing the channel thing was him coming from my blood cousin, putting her name in a title, and doing all that when I had paid for trademark stuff on his channel and I had paid for slogans and stuff like that. He didn't pay for. I paid for that. So then when he was calling my blood cousin out on a title, yeah. I mean, no, I'm not going to let you keep on.
Okay. So is that when you decided to do a background check? When did you learn he was an essayer?
I learned within the time frame, within 3 days of everybody finding out. From that 3 days on, I consecutively learned more. I found out that wasn't his name. Then I found out that he had a record, and then I found him on the registry. But I'm not the one who put out that
I'm
he was
trying
on the
to understand. That's
registry.
why I'm frowning because I'm trying to understand. So you put the IC3, then you
Yes.
discover his name is Nicholas. Do you say that to
Yes.
someone? Is that why his past came out? Like what happened?
Um,
Like I'm
at
like
some no,
something happened. Yeah.
that was the channel when the channel was taken, and he started threatening to unalive me over the channel, and then
When you took his channel, it was not because of him being an essayer.
I didn't know he was an essayer at that day. It was the next day. It was the next day.
So it was
So I
all
did
like
not.
super close.
Yes, all within 3 days. All within three
Jesus
days.
Christ.
So that's
What
why
a
everybody
day.
has all of the things, you know what I'm saying, confused. It was all within
Exactly.
3 days. So
Mm-hmm.
the last day was when he started threatening to unalive me because the Jedi had been gaslighting him, saying I was going to dox him. I'm telling you, I thought his name was Tyler like everybody else. Everybody, people in the boxing community for years thought the same exact thing.
So why did
So
you take his channel? Because he talked badly about your cousin?
yeah, it was over my cousin because he started lying and cursing her out, talking about my cousin. And I'm the one who funded his channel. I'm the one who gave him all of that stuff. So, whenever that happened, that was right before I found out. And then, after I found out, he started threatening to unalive me over the channel. And I said, "You're not even who you say you are." Now, this is where I did not have paperwork. So, I'm not going to say you are
Okay.
this
So
without paperwork.
just to be clear, you took his channel because he insulted your cousin.
Yeah, I took his channel over not having to do with SA. I didn't know that it was SA yet.
Exactly. Because from what, let's say, Jed was saying, it's like you did that as a revenge for the essay. Well, not a revenge, but more as a justice for the essay. But it's more about simply he
It's
insulted your
simply
cousin.
it's simply about I paid for everything that he needed for his stuff, for his marketing and his stuff. And then
Well,
he
that's your
said,
choice. But at the end of the day, it wasn't about like essay.
no, it wasn't about SA because I didn't find out until the next day. And the next day, when I found out about it, then he was already threatening to unalive me over the channel. And so that's whenever I'm getting in and the information. Now, I did not release that he was an essayer, but his name is not the name that he's been giving us. So I did say his name, but I did not release his status as a essayer. That's it. He
Why
released my
not?
name.
Why
He
not?
released my name because
Why
I
not?
didn't
Why?
release it as an essayer because why would I go and do that as a woman when he's already threatening to unalive me the day before?
You took his channel for insulting your cousin.
Not just for insulting my cousin. I mean, there was the whole slew of things. I mean, it was like a whole bunch of things added up. Like him going and having like people that were just like downing me, right? Like he's having me pay for this stuff. He was talking about me doing things behind my back, a lot of bad things behind my back. He also was letting things happen that he was telling me in text messages weren't. I caught him lying a lot. He had me wanting to strike people's channels, take their channels. He was dismissive, arguing with me and fighting with me. It wasn't an insult to her. He literally put her in a title and called her some names and stuff like that. I'm backing your channel. I paid for it. I literally paid $250 for it. It was my channel to take if I wanted to. He is gonna.
I
He's
do not
going to sit.
agree with that, but
Well,
listen,
you don't have to, but
I'm not
yeah,
gonna do that for the essayer. I don't give a fuck. But
right.
I just wanted to make sure that people understood that it wasn't about the essay. It wasn't because you knew about the essay back in the day and then you used that as an excuse. No, it was
No,
because you were mad at him.
it's because he does. I paid for what I did and I took it. I own what I do. I never
Yeah,
said it was
exactly.
about the essay. I said it was about what he did, and the essay came out because of him starting that war. He waged a war he shouldn't have waged, and that's how his stuff got found out. And he shouldn't have had me putting in IC3 complaints with false names, because you know what I'm saying? That's what led to his downfall.
That's led to you knowing his real name. And then when his real name was known, who is the person that basically went into his past and told the world that he had essayed that girl?
Mirage and Never Sobers. And I have videos of them saying that they did that, admitting that they did that. But he pulled firearms twice on me on panel because he said I put out that he was an essayer on Phantom's panel. He came with firearms and pulled them on me and said he was going to end my life and everything else over that because they were all saying that I'm the one who said he was an essayer. Mirage and Never Sobers put out that he was an essayer, not me.
Why would they blame you?
because they don't like me. They have never liked me, and they're friends with this Veronica girl. This Veronica girl has caused so many of these problems, Madgie, that it's insane. She records everything that I say, so then I started having to record stuff because of what she's doing. And that's who's sitting with Snoopy. And I think it's crazy that a man that pulled a firearm on me twice, threatened to unalive me and my children, is who Snoopy is relying as her source to try to say that I'm something wrong, that I'm somebody wrong. How do you have somebody
Mhm.
that did that to me up there on your panel? He went to jail twice up there on your panel and think that you're going to take his word. You know what I mean? That he's not going
Yeah.
to lie on me when he's done that. And then not only that, he's flirting with the girl in the interview and everything like that. And what he said to that girl, he said he
What
was going
girl?
to the Veronica, the one he said he was going to
Veronica.
unalive and be the last thing that she saw. She was so desperate to talk to him that she went on Valentine's Day to an essayer and went and flirted with him. And it's on Snoopy's live. That's who her sources are. That's
So
Snoopy's
Veronica
sources.
is in love with Ty.
TY. Yeah. Yeah. It
Okay.
was never
Even
about me
though,
being jealous.
and then she got jealous of you because she felt like you took her place, right?
Right. And she does that with any men. I don't want any of those men in the boxing sector, but she's done that with me and other women. Not, you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? It's like any
Yeah.
women that come through there. She does that. And I don't want anything to do with that. I have they're using recycled content, Maggie, from months ago. They're saying I'm nobody and they hate me so much, but Snoopy is using recycled content from the Phantom Zone boxing that she wasn't there for. She does not playing the whole side. She's not playing what they said to me. They were putting me in like trauma moments and then getting trauma responses and then acting like, like I'm a lol cow. You know what I'm saying? Because they
Mhm.
were using these horrible things that they were using. So they knew what they were doing. I took time off. I've calmed down. I do get a little bit like antsy, like, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
anxiety whenever I'm talking about it because like I had like 5 people threaten to unalive me. I had rat poison sent to my home. I have had to talk to the FBI. I have the police reports and the documentation. It's not like I'm just saying this stuff. So that's why I stuck up for Star because they
Hmm.
have jumped on me like that with my kids, with my past, with my life, and just
No,
dogpiled me.
we're going too fast, my love. Like
Hmm.
we're still at the him and what's the name of the two people that said that he was the essayer. Then what
Mirage
happened
and
after
so
that?
never sobers.
And what happened
Then
after that? Yeah.
then after that, he kept coming onto the Phantoms panel, and that's
Mm-hmm.
whenever he was threatening to pull. That's when he was threatening to unalive me. He had 8 to 10 hour lives where he talked about a lot of stuff, and a lot of it was about horrible stuff. Just it's disgusting. I will give it to you so you can hear it if you'd like.
Okay.
Uh,
So if I understand, well, Michelle is Michelle. Okay, Michelle is a profoundly ridiculous person. So let her
right.
begin. But and same for Snoopy. Why are people telling me this as if Michelle is some type of celebrity? Am I supposed to give a fuck? Now, yes, let's continue, please. So
Yeah.
he took his channel, which made him go unhinged, if I understand correctly.
Right, which I don't know why because he had so
Wow,
many channels.
Lacy.
No, like he wasn't making it's not like he had a channel that was anything. He said he wasn't even going to use it. He canceled his channel before that. So I was investing in him.
Yeah,
I
but
wasn't
you took his shit. So probably that's why he's mad. But at the end of the day, like I said, I
yeah.
don't care about the essayer. What
Yeah, I
I'm
don't I
interested
mean,
about,
I'm not sorry for taking it. I took it and I don't care.
but that's when people in the boxing sector turn against you, right?
Right, because they made it seem like it was something else, which it's like they all none of them no,
Something
like
else.
most of the boxing community actually like came together with me whenever that happened. They were like, "Okay, we know what's going on. We figured out like they were because nobody knew that he was that." So they were all friends with him, just like I was. Everybody was. So but the whole time Jed is coming up here trying to make you guys get convinced that I knew the whole time he knew. He knew. So it was not his business to say. That's what he said. So how are you going to turn around on me? I'm not the one that SA'd anybody, and I didn't do it on Mad Day. It just happened in the 3 days that happened, period. I can't control when timing happens. But if I take his channel, I take his channel because I wanted to take the channel. I did that. I own that.
Yeah, that's the thing. So he got mad, but then at the same time, a couple days later, everyone knew about him being an essayer, and people took his side.
Jed took his side. That's why Jed is pretty much exiled from the boxing community, and he won't go over there and talk in all the places
Okay.
that he used to, because there was a big fallout for Jed and people turned their backs on Jed for supporting him.
Okay. So
A
most
lot of
people
people
were
did.
had your. So did most people have your back, or had his back, or just didn't like both of you?
Um, s- I would say it was a mix. Like it just it different periods in time, different people had different feelings. You know how they go with the internet, how the internet is. But there were times when, most people, most of the men in the boxing sector did not have respect for Jed because he kept going over to his panel. And the things that he was saying and doing were disgusting. And he doxed his own victim on that panel. Like he doxed her name. I know her name because he said her name.
And why was, let's say, Jed saying that you got mad at Ty because of he had a conversation with Mel?
That was actually just a conversation between me and my friend, and I have the text from TY. That was just him telling me that everything was going off on the Phantom Zone, right? And so everybody was there, and he said, I don't want any of the black T sector people over here. He told me that. I got the text messages.
Who said that?
TY said he didn't want them over there because he didn't want the drama. Because at that time he was looking at it like drama. So he said he
Okay.
didn't want them over there. So then I was like, okay, well, then Melanie comes and she does this whole thing. I'm taking all your friends. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. That's just Melanie grandstanding or whatever. I don't care about that. But what it was that he had her over there and talking to her and put me backstage on a channel where I'm contributing like you know what I mean? And you said you weren't having them over there. He knew that's my biggest enemy. It's the same way you feel. If you know that you're close to somebody and then they have your biggest enemy over there, you're not going to be happy with them. I'm not going to say that I was happy with him for that. Like, I'm
Mhm.
honest about what I do, but I didn't take it because he's an SA or that came out afterwards.
You took it, I think, more because of your cousin, him disrespecting you, and Mel. I think it was
I took it because
too
I felt
much.
like I invested a lot in it and
Yeah.
he did the wrong thing to me and that wasn't right. So I just took his channel. And
Yeah, it was
because
revenge.
yeah, I mean that's how it happens. Like people are gonna do that, but I'm never gonna lie about it. I'm
There you
never gonna
go.
say I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
I'm
what
not gonna let you
exactly
say I
was
did it
not
for a
the
reason I
reason?
didn't do it.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
Mhm. That was my
Yeah.
thing. I was like, what was the reason? Because blaming it on Mel and then saying that basically you destroy his reputation by saying that he was an essayer. And I was like, that is such a weird situation. But now it makes more sense because it's like basically you and him had all that situation at the same time. And
Mhm.
after that, when you took his channel, is that when he got back together with Veronica?
Well, they started talking again, and I don't think they ever got back together. But this man said he was going to unalive her, and I kept telling her to be safe to stop going over there. But she still was at war at me, even after I'm like, listen, this is unsafe. He has pulled, did that. So I have the police reports where he did that. He's one state over from me, like. What? You know what I mean? So she's still going. She went over there on Valentine's Day and like she did an interview and she's like, I'll never forget it. It was on Valentine's Day, and I went over there and talked to him. And did you hear that live? They were
No.
disgusting.
But like I said, there are women that don't
Mm,
mind people that are violent. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm just gonna be like, you have strange taste, but at the same time, you cannot, control what she does. If she doesn't think she's in danger, she will not listen to you. And I think she's too
mhm.
busy being mad that you took TY from her.
Yeah, but I didn't take him from her. Like she's just
So that's how
obsessive.
she. but that's how she sees it because you replaced her, if we can say. No,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess so, but I I can't help that. I didn't know her.
no,
I
it's not
didn't
your
know her
fault. But
prior.
I'm just
Yeah,
we're
yeah. I
we're
mean, like
doing a
if
psychological
sh
profile. Mm-hmm.
yeah, because if she already knows that he's who he is and she'll still go over there on Valentine's Day, obviously she had um something
There's
for
some
him
women
that
like
was,
that.
yeah, something for him that was stronger than
Mm-hmm.
what common sense will
Yes,
rationalize.
yes.
So if she's still
Mhm.
stuck on him enough to know that he is who he is and still go over there and think that she and talk to him and flirt with him, then that tells you who they are. And like I said, somebody who's going to use an essayer
Mm-hmm.
that pulled firearms on panels and use that as their how Snoopy to use that as her evidence to put on her channel sounds
But
like the
what is
craziest
it that
thing.
Snoopy is trying to prove exactly? What is she
I
trying to
have
prove?
no clue. I've never said anything about Snoopy. I do not know why Snoopy is even coming at me, Madgie. I have no
She's a
idea.
weirdo. But what I'm trying to say, because I'm like, there is a motivation. Do they think that what you did to him is unfair and that's what they're fighting against? They want him to get his channel back? Like, what is it?
I,
What do they want? Why
I
are they
have no
attacking him?
I
Mm-hmm.
have no idea why they're doing it. Honestly, Veronica has just held on to this, and if she latches on to somebody, she'll go on a tour. She's on this panel, that panel, this panel, expose jelly. So she's just trying to do whatever she can to make things difficult for me. And she's putting pieces together that she's not even giving like any side of the story. So a
Okay.
logical person should be able to look at that and see that nobody like me. I'm very rational, but I mean, I'm nervous now, but I'm rational, level-headed person. Nobody is
Mm-hmm.
going to just go and do something
Okay.
for no reason. You know what I mean? Something drastic like that for absolutely no reason. You did something to her to set her off. She didn't just go like
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
And when you started, because you basically did what you did with Ty, when did you start talking about Jed? What happened between you and Jed? Because he showed me the video of him with his how- daughter, let's say, and I know you
Mhm.
started talking about him. Why was that? What happened?
Because Jed was mad at me for taking TY's channel. He said that. He was mad at me for taking the channel. So whenever like he knew that he had done that, pulled the firearm things, then he said, "Oh, we'll tell him it was fake." Like I heard him, like you're not on live air. He said, "We'll tell him it was fake." He was protecting him. He's still protecting him. He had him on his panel making outlandish lies and accusations against me and my family. And he had that young girl on the panel with that man. She just turned 18. What is she doing addressing a grown woman like me on that panel? Princess Fifi obviously isn't Princess Fifi if she's coming at me like she's a grown woman. And there he's
Why was she coming at you though?
I have no idea. She was up there with Jed and she was talking about
Mm-hmm.
essay stuff and she was involving my kids. She kept on saying, "Jelly, clock that T, do this, do that." Like
What?
it was I'll send you the live. Like
Yeah,
then
please. Because
and
I'm
then
like,
Jed
listen, even a child talks for a reason. I'm like, why is that child talking to you?
because Jed is putting her up there to do it. She didn't have any business trying to come in and talk on that situation because I feel like even at 18, if Jed was protecting her, she's too young to come into the atmosphere or to the arena with me, a grown woman, and be able to communicate in a way that's going to be effective for her or beneficial for either one of us. Because I'm not trying to hurt a young girl. At the same time, she's coming at me like she's, you know, like
I'm just
I
trying to
have
understand what she was saying. I'm like, what?
she
Because
was like
yeah,
cussing me out. She was like cussing me out, saying all kinds of stuff. And I was not even the
the
one who started
why.
this.
Is it because you were saying that Jed and her were weird together? Like,
It's
there's
because
a reason why she
Je-
cursed you out. Mhm.
Well, I wasn't there, so that's why I'm saying I don't know why, because I don't know what triggered it, because it was just a live I saw, so I don't know why. But she just started going off, and then she was agreeing with Ty, and she was talking to Ty, and she was talking to Jed, and Jed was agreeing with them. He said if I would ever hit a woman, it would be you. He said he would come and record my house. Jed has said that he will come and record my house.
Wow. That's actually batshit crazy. I hope it's not. Wow. Okay. So when did you start accusing Jed of whatever the fuck was happening with his stepdaughter? And
Okay.
why? Mhm.
Okay. So I talked to Jed. Everybody knows that he said that. He was telling me stuff and all that. So whenever I never heard of this girl. Never heard of her. And this whole time that he talked to me, never mentioned her name. Then he started talking about her. I was in the middle of the Phantom Zone days where I was always over there, you know what I mean? So I didn't talk to Jed that much. Then he would call me, ask me for ways to get a restraining order against her mother. He called me and asked me.
Why is there so many people asking you for help for restraining order?
I don't know. Well, I know how to do it, but I'm just saying he asked me for help for restraining order to get against her mother because he said she let that some things happen to that girl. So I found
He
her.
let something happen to the girl, to her daughter.
Yes, that's what he's
Why
trying to
would the
say.
but why would the restraining order be against the mother and not against the person who actually did the thing?
That's you tell me. I told him I don't know how she would have to get, she would have to do what she has to do because it didn't sound right to me. So I'm not going to give advice if it doesn't sound right to me.
Okay.
And then because we had been closer, but then we stopped talking because at this time he was going and getting her and moving her over there and all that stuff. So we had stopped talking. So he's mad at me, but these rumors did not start with me. The boxing men said this is disgusting. The boxing men said, why is that girl
Who is
on
the
there?
boxing man?
Um, like a lot of the boxing community
Oh,
shunned him the
you're
same
talking
ones
about
that shunned
Contextualizing?
TY. Yeah, the same ones that shunned TY for being what he is were shunning Jed because he was standing with TY 10 toes down, defending what he did. And then he was saying these weird, creepy things. And then this girl pops up. So they were all saying stuff about him. Of course they're going to because that doesn't seem right to anyone.
But you made accusation against him, against
I
Jed,
did
right?
because to
So
me, that's
explain that. Like, how did you go to that? Why did you say that? Like, I'm here to listen. You know what I mean?
okay. Okay. I will tell you because he was telling me on the phone, like I said, number one, wants a restraining order against the mother. That's weird. Number two, she's there, you know what I mean? Living with them. She calls him dad and she calls his wife aunt. That does not make sense to me because if you're saying, "Oh, she's a daughter to me," then how is she saying uncle? You know how first he was George, then he was Georgie, and then uncle, and then dad, and with a 3 week span. And Katie was Aunt Katie. That was weird to me. That's your dad, but that's your aunt. So she's unassociating herself as his wife. That's weird to me. I saw her TikTok. That was horrible and that was scary.
What do you mean? The video with Jed?
No, her TikTok.
Just in general?
Yes, what she
Because
had on
I
her.
saw the video with Jed, and I know she has a TikTok. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
what was so horrible about the TikTok in general?
There was a
Mhm.
video of her that she was like screaming and talking about self-harm. She was like 14 years old around the same time that Jed said that he was around her. Okay. She's screaming. She has videos that are about a lot of very promiscuous things. And it's worse than what this Barbie girl thing was. It's like choking herself kind of thing on TikTok, and she's crying and screaming this like something happened to this girl. She's not acting normal. I don't like the feeling that I'm getting. You said that you made a TikTok to get in contact with her when her mother didn't want you to have contact. You say you're a father figure to her. She has diabetes. You're letting her eat whole quarts of ice cream. That doesn't seem like you're being a fatherly figure to her. That seems like you're letting her run buck wild over there and do what she wants to in exchange for something, to me, because I have seen this happen. So I feel like that's what it looks
Do you
like.
think Jed will have the personality? Because that is a big accusation to make against someone.
I
So
definitely do, because he's
mhm.
protecting the pedophile. Like,
PDF, mon amour, s'il vous
I'm
plaît.
sorry. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry.
Thank
He's
you.
protecting the PDF. He's
Okay,
protecting
because
him.
well, but there's a lot of people that do protect who are still friends with people that are disgusting, but you cannot put the crime of the disgusting person on the people around them. So what I'm
But
trying
birds of
to
a
understand,
feather.
because yeah, but that's too easy. You know what I
That's
mean?
a
Because
young girl, though. That's a young girl that just turned
it is a
18.
young girl. It is a
That's
young
talking,
girl.
behind her mom's back to somebody that her mother forbade her from talking to. She said, "You are not
Yeah.
allowed to talk to him or his wife, period."
Okay.
Why are you going behind her mother's back? That's the main thing. Why are you going at 16 behind her mother's back talking to that child when she said not to?
That's true. That's a good question to ask, and that is a good thing to say. But I would say, let's say the TikTok that this girl makes are not a reflection on Jed, but they are a reflection on the fact that this young girl is clearly deeply traumatized.
Right, which makes
Like
her
she needs help,
vulnerable,
which makes
which
her really vulnerable.
which is
Which is
why
why
I
I'm
said something, because I feel like she was vulnerable because of those screaming videos, and
but
I
not
felt like she was.
everyone. It's not because someone is vulnerable that you will find someone else that will take advantage of that vulnerability. Some people will try to help the person. You know
I
what I
don't think
mean?
that's the case though. Some
So
people
that's
will,
why
and
I'm asking you.
yes.
I'm like, I want to you to explain why, because you were friend with this man.
And he didn't do those things. Like, he didn't. I never heard of this girl. If I heard of this girl before, it might be different, but I'd never heard of her.
No,
And
I
then there's
mean
like
you
a
were friend with this man, which mean there's some people who give you the creeps.
mhm.
There are things
Yeah,
that you observe. You know what I
right.
mean? And I'm like, is it that you observe something in him that made
It's
you
it's
think
what he
like,
was telling me behind, because no, but he wasn't telling everybody else, I want to get a restraining order against her mom. He wasn't telling everybody else that she had been SA'd and her mom let that happen. He wasn't bringing the whole situation out to the crowd of what he was
well,
telling
I
me.
think that's good to not let everyone know personally,
No,
like that's
but that, like,
personal,
he's
but yeah,
acting like I'm just coming out of nowhere with these things, though, is what I'm saying. It's like
okay.
that they're not privy. They're not privy to what he was telling me to make me think these things. And if they're not privy to that, then they don't know why I'm saying these things. So and then everybody wants to say, what you want. Well, why are you saying these things? Well, because he told me, okay, wife, lying about your wife being pregnant and her having a pregnancy scare at the same time seems weird, because I'm putting it all together. I'm not just looking at one thing, Madgie. I'm looking at the discrepancies in what he says, and I'm looking at this pregnancy scare. Now that makes me think, she have been pregnant by him, because it was the same time. And it's weird, because to me, that's what my mind goes to if you're lying to your mother because you're trying to explain why a baby's going to be here. Because he's told me many times he can't have kids. He keeps changing his
So you
story.
so you don't think that he said that to your mother, to his mother? I'm so sorry, to his mother, because he wanted her to get better and take care of herself. Like
No, that
when he was
sounds
talking to you, but when he was talking to you and his mom was in the hospital, was he letting you know that his mom didn't seem to want to take care of herself? She was depressed. She was down. Did it like, you know, like, did he just wake up in the morning and just said, yeah, I'm told my mom my wife is pregnant? Did he just wake up one morning and said
well,
that?
no, she did fall. He didn't lie about that. I mean, she did fall, yes, but he did just kind of spring it on me. Yeah, I told mom that, Katie's pregnant. I might not have made the right choice in doing that. And I said, and then I was going through miscarriage, and that's why I was hypersensitive to it. Yes, I was. I wasn't. He said I make everything about me. You don't tell a woman who went through, especially a 6 month miss, like that late term. I don't want to hear you tell me you're lying to your mom about having a baby. Because I know you're going to have to tell her that that baby didn't make it, and I'm losing one right now. So yeah, I will say I was sensitive to that because what, you know what I mean? Like, what? You didn't have to say that to me. It's none of my business.
The girl is not a stepdaughter. She is. Could you
She's
explain what she is? Because I don't know how to explain it.
Jed let somebody come in, her mom and her brother and her come in and stay
Mhm.
with him because his friend Michelle, or I don't know if it's Michelle, some friend, I don't know what her name is, I think it's Michelle, asked him if they could stay.
There you go.
And then something happened with the mother where she didn't like the relationship that was going on between Jed and Elizabeth because he was trying to have her call him dad then. And then when they moved out, the mother said, "No, I don't want you talking to them." So to me, that's a big red flag if you're trying to get a restraining order against her mother and you're doing all these things. And another
Mhm.
thing is her changing her name. Why would you get adopted as an adult and change your name? That seems like sister wife stuff to me, that she's just going to take on his name and that's her way of
Um,
taking it on.
I've
Because as an
seen, I've
adult,
seen, I've seen two situations like that. One was I don't know if you know Ali Carter.
I've heard of it, but I do know that that is a situation where it can happen. Of course I do.
Yeah. No, but
Yes.
that's a creepy situation for me. Like Ali
Yes.
Carter and her mom, it's creepy. But I also know about children that want so much a sense of belonging that when they find a parent figure, even if they're adult, because they're so hurt, they would like to feel a sense of belonging. So I've
Mhm.
heard both of those instances.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you, but I think given the rest of the context, to me, if that's not
Just
the
one
case.
second, please. Melissa, you are coming here just to say that you're leaving. You were already not here. You were in Snoopy's live. Can you just go back there? Stop being a weirdo. So yeah, please continue.
Okay, but it was just the context of all of it. It was all of it together. You know what I mean? Like, yes, I did look into the boxing sector, guys. I'm not gonna say I didn't. I did because they were doing weird things, saying weird things, and acting weird. So yes, I did. Rat poison stuff like that. That's a big deal. They sent me to the FBI over that.
What rat poison?
Rat
Let's repeat.
poison.
Who is rat poison? Is that a person or is that like
No,
someone?
they sent me rat poison in the mail.
Who sends you rat poison in the mail?
This guy named AJ. Well, his that's not his name, but I'm gonna say AJ because I don't want to put his name out
Thank you,
there.
Christine. Love you. Wait, AJ. What does AJ have to do with this?
Okay, AJ is the one who started it off. He sent the rat poison. And then the Jedi told everybody because the Jedi and I were cool, and I told him, "Don't tell anybody because then that confirms the docs. Don't tell anybody." You know what I mean? So the first thing he did is tell everybody. Then I had everybody in the boxing community asking me to give them facts about this and about that and about this and about that. Like Jed knew everything that went on. We talked all the time. I only feel the way that I feel because I was privy to that information and the way these men are, and that's just it with Jed. They're all a lot of like disgusting stuff
So
happens
when you
over there.
started
So
accusing Jed of that, because like I said, I don't know if you ever lived SA in any type of way, but I
hmm
know that you cannot put that on men that easily because then they start forming coalition where they're saying, like, oh, they don't believe victim because they were lied
yeah.
on. And I'm
Well,
like,
no,
that's
I
why I
have
have a
been through
big
SAN
resistance.
and
Yeah.
advocated for SA victims. So, yeah, I know that. And that's
Mhm.
exactly why I know the pattern that they do. They act like they're nice, they act like they're trustable. Then they let you come and do whatever you want to do in exchange for whatever they want. I know how the game goes. I know how predators are. And a lot of them do act like they're under the guise of a good Samaritan. A lot of them do act like they're helping somebody. And then, people are
Absolutely.
saying, well, that girl isn't saying that, anything's wrong. Well, if you're being, conditioned, you don't know that. You don't know that something's being done wrong because you're being allowed to do whatever you want or you're getting whatever you want. The story that he gave about the reason she's staying there was more so about her mother and her having disagreements about money. It was not about all these other things that he says. And now he's changing it. He's changed it the whole time, which makes me even more so think that. You know what I mean? Like, if you keep changing your story, I'm going to keep saying, what the heck is going on?
And when you started asking that about him, when did you learn about this Princess Fifi?
That
Was
was
it
all of the
after the
same.
friendship?
Yeah. Was it after when?
Like literally was all in the same 3 days?
It was all, no, the Princess Fifi was within, he talked about her for about 3 weeks before that, and was mentioning her in the hospital or different things. So the things were unraveling over about the course of 3 weeks to a month. But the TY situation was compounded into 3 days. The Jed situation was over about the course of a month, that little things kept going and going and going, being released and said.
Okay. And the Jed and the TY thing, that was at the end of the 1 month of the thing with the Jed
No, that was before. So then when
before?
Jed started taking up for him, that made me think even more so that something was weird going on, because he started fighting with me over him. So he's got
Yeah.
this girl there, and now he's protecting this PDF and saying he's going to record my home. So yes, of course I'm going to believe that.
Jed said he was going to record your home.
Yes, he did. And he also said that putting that label on people is not good because that label won't come off of you. But he put that label on Chad, who has never done anything like that. And he put that label on him. So who is he to say that he doesn't want a label put on him when there are clearly questionable things? If it's reasonable
Well,
in
I
your
will
mind,
say
it's
for
questionable.
TY, there is no question. He is
No. Right.
like
But
there
I'm
is no
talking about
question.
Jed. Yeah, I'm talking about my statements about Jed. I have a reason to feel the way that I feel. It's not just out of
I
nowhere or
understand your
spite.
feeling. Exactly. I'm like, I understand because I'm trying to see if you have more than what you're saying. Because I'm like,
Mhm.
I understand why you would feel it, but since he was your friend at one point, and
Mhm.
I, like before doing saying such an accusation on someone, I'm just wondering what is there more? Because I'm like, okay, the mother, he wanted to put a restraining order on the mother, which is an interesting moment, let's not lie. And then after that, the daughter called him George, Georgie, uncle, and then dad. Is that correct?
Yeah. And within a 3 week
Mhm.
span, she went from that. So she didn't act like she had that relationship, or this is my little girl and my dad. She did not act like that because she was calling him Uncle Jed, Uncle Georgie. She was calling him Uncle Georgie, and those videos are up on his page where she's calling him uncle. And like within that much of a span, she's saying, I'm changing my name and he's my dad now. And I've seen things like that happen, Maggie. So if he's defending a PDF to the core, where he's saying that he's happy my baby passed away, to that point where he would say he was happy my baby passed away, and he announced it gladly on your channel the last time he was here. Yeah, I said it. He
Yeah, I
was very proud
remember.
about that.
I remember.
So, so a man like that who's going to say that to me over defending another PDF, or defending a PDF, I mean, a convicted PDF, let me say. If he's going to say that to me because he's defending a PDF, that doesn't sound right to me. That
I
doesn't
guess
sound right
now
to
it's like,
me.
what is he defending the PDF for?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Why is he so mad at me, hate
No,
my
no, no.
guts
I'm
so
asking
much?
literally, like, because he's not defending his crime, right? He's not saying that the victim lied on TY, right?
He's
Or is he
literally
saying,
saying that, he's literally said that because he literally said he's happy that about my baby, about that situation, because of TY's channel. He's doing this over a channel. That doesn't seem
yeah,
right.
that's fucked up. That's fucked up. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I wouldn't talk because the thing is, you cannot like his channel was not taken because he's an essayer. His channel was taken because he pissed you off.
But I
So
never
I
said that it
think
was.
him,
Yeah.
no, but like I wouldn't say that him, like Jed being offended that you took his channel out of pettiness. I can understand that. I just feel
Mhm.
no compassion for someone that is a essayer. But
Right.
I know that this was not done in the name of justice. It was done in the name of F you.
Yeah, I didn't say that it was done in the name of justice, though,
Mhm.
because I didn't know about the justice until the next day, but I don't
Exactly.
feel bad for it. I
Hell no.
mean, yeah, that's just, I'm an honest person, Maggie. Like, I just get thrown where they're saying that I knew about it, and that's the only thing I have a problem with.
You
When I
should,
knew
and I
about
agree.
it, yeah,
Hmm.
that's the only thing I care about. I don't care if I took his channel, I don't care about none of that. Because, like, he should have known what he was doing. But at the same time, I didn't know who he was. He's asking me to fill out IC3 complaints. What do you mean? Get out of here. Like, you
What
don't
free
lie to me about your
complaint?
name. Huh?
What free complaint?
The IC3 complaint. Like, you're having me fill
Oh,
out these
yeah.
things. You're having me fill out these things, and then you get found out because you're having me fill out these things and you're lying about who you are. And you get caught up. That's your problem. So you're my bro, and I've invested in your channel and I've invested in your stuff. And now all of my enemies are here, and now you're coming at my cousin, and now I'm calling. He's saying she doesn't exist. We're calling on my phone. I was in Chicago at the time. We're calling. He wouldn't answer the phone. I'm like, yo, you're doing all this weird stuff. Like, we were just like talking about how you don't want nothing to do with this. And, I was under a lot of stuff because they were doxing me. They were putting my kids, work truck up there. They were putting my house up there. They were putting up every record you could imagine. I was being doxed by a whole sector. And then the last place I needed to do was deal with somebody that's like close to me who said he didn't want none of that drama. And then here she comes. And it's just like,
Here she comes. Who are we talking about? Is that when Stormy comes into the picture?
no, that's when Melanie came. Stormy used to be my mod. Stormy modded for me for a while.
Oh,
Um,
yes, I remember that. But
yeah.
then you had a conflict. Hello, Lady Bridget.
Yeah, and I don't even know what Stormy can't tell you what that's about because I can't either. It was just over her writing with IO, and you kind of know if how it is in this area. If you get mad at a CC, then their followers are get mad at you,
Yeah,
and that's pretty
absolutely.
much all it was. That's all it was because I didn't do anything to her. But when Trees did dox her, and it was brought out, Manifest did tell her I was there when Trees doxed you, so stop blaming Lacy. Like, she told her that. She keeps blaming me for that, Madgie. And for all this time, she's been saying they're calling her racist, they're doing this, they're coming at her. I sacrificed
Well,
everything.
she's friend with them now.
Right.
That's, people need to understand it's a slap in the face. You know that, right, guys?
Yeah.
Like,
I
it's fucked up.
I went to Stormy, Madgie, and like we had all this, and I told you about we both had trauma that we were both hitting each other with, right? And I went to her and I was like really close, like nice to her. This is her.
Veronica is here. Yeah, now I know her name.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Hello, Veronica. I don't know what to say.
That's Snoopy's #1 fan.
Oh, you're Snoopy number one's fan? I don't like the
Mm,
White Walker, girl. So
mm,
yeah, please continue.
weirdo. She's never seen her here before, but see, Lacy's here, so she's here because she's a
Yes, that's
creepazoid.
obviously
She's a
because you're
creepazoid.
here. Like she don't know me like that.
And she's childish as hell. It's always smelly this, smelly that. Like, I remember one time, Polo, we were on a panel. Polo was like, because I don't like to fight. I really don't. People think I do, but I don't. And I was like, girl, what is wrong with you? What did I ever do to you? Can we just end this? And she was like, no, no, we can't. Polo was like, she's begging you. She's saying, let's just end it, just teasing or whatever. She was like, no, no. And she has gone on for a year and a half over this man. Girl, go be with that man.
So Veronica, you're just jealous of Lacy taking your place for 5 seconds. Like you can keep the essayer.
That wants to unalive you. You can keep him. You went over there talking to him on Valentine's Day after he said he wanted to unalive you. And not only that, Maggie, he hacked into my StreamYard and he shared daddy corn on my StreamYard on my YouTube channel.
Ugh.
Yeah. And that's who she was over there flirting with to get her evidence for big Snoop Dogg.
What does Snoop Dogg even want to fucking like? What is it? What does she want? Like, what is that White Walker's fucking point? What is she fighting for?
I have no idea. I don't know her.
You know?
It's weird. She put out some receipts, and Madgie, I will send you. I mean, I emailed you. I don't know if you got it, but I will Instagram you if you want, and I will send you.
I will open my Instagram. I promise.
Okay, I will send you the receipts to disprove everything that Snoopy has put out. You don't have to put it out, but just so you have it to know that she's a
Mhm.
flat out liar,
Oh
I
yeah,
will give it to
don't
you.
even worry. I know Snoopy is a liar. I wouldn't believe her if she told me the sky was blue. I don't give a fuck. She's a
No
White
doubt.
Walker. Okay, so
No
yeah, let's
doubt.
go back to Stormy.
Stormy K.
Yeah, what
Gotcha.
happened? Like, what's this? Because she's the one who brought up Jed and Ty. Like, did
Mm-hmm.
she get mad with you because of that? Was the story longer than this?
No, she didn't get mad at me because of that. She just used that as ammunition whenever she was mad at me. But she didn't get mad at me over that. I didn't do anything. I was in there. She modded me up, gave me a wrench. I was helping her with stuff, teaching her what I could, and we were fine. Like, if you look back one of her lives from 11 days ago, it was me and Polo were up there talking, laughing. I made a song for her and Rudy, and she got all choked up, and she was like, "Oh my gosh." She's lying also because she said that I took accounts off of her and made it where she couldn't get monetized. I had the text messages to prove that I put 5 accounts on her and told her to be quiet about that and get monetized quietly. She got monetized off of my back. As soon as she got that, then she came in on me and Star.
Well, Veronica, clearly Sobebs needs the publicity. That's why you're dropping this in someone else's chat. So people who know who the fuck Sobez is, who the fuck is Sobez?
He's a guy that mocks me about the daddy situation.
That's
He
creepy and disgusting. Please
yeah,
continue.
yeah. So, Veronica has put pictures of me in the hospital right after a seizure. I had a seizure. She put those pictures up of me on people's panels, just go up and putting pictures of me like that up. Like, she's crazy. But with Stormy, um, I was being good to Stormy, and that is 100% fact. Like, everybody who saw the situation cannot say that I wasn't. I was making her music. I was being nice to her, talking to her, and the whole time she was talking to me about Star, and I asked her a few times, please don't talk to me about Star because Star is my friend. I don't want to gossip about Star. She would complain to me about everything though. You know what I mean? And it was fine. I was fine. But here's the thing. My mom is a survivor of what she is. And my mom is Native, and my mom told me, I know that she's done this because I said, Mom, they're really jumping on her, like Snoopy and them. They're really ganging up on her. And my mom was like, go help her, Lacy. Even though she said what she said, my mom said, go help her, Lacy. And I did. And we had what I thought was a great, like, we're going to do this over, and you got somebody with a voice like me, and I'm going to stand with you through this because I've had him do it to me. And then what did she do? She slapped me in the face, spit in my face, and turned around and tried to do it to Star. Get out of here.
Why do you think she brought up Jed and everything?
She just wants anybody to be on her side so she can get some kind of validation, but she's not realizing she's not using the most credible witnesses. Because if Jed is the guy that wants to come and record my house, I don't think it's really credible to have him come up here and vouch. I don't think it's credible to have an essayer come up and vouch for anything. I have 0 criminal record, 0, none, nada.
Like I said, the criminal record, like, it's complicated, except essay. Okay.
Yeah.
If you essay someone and it's proven it's not, some type of injustice, I have no pity for
Mm-hmm.
you. People can do whatever the fuck they want to you. I don't care.
Well, but then not only that, but lied about the age. He said she was getting ready to turn 18. That's not true. It started when she was 14. It started when she was 14. And then he said that her stepdad said that he did that to her too. So now this is in one predator knowing that another predator did something to her. And whenever it got found out, then she was 16. He doxed her name. That's how sick he is. So this is what we're arguing over, Jed. You
And why are you
um
saying about the thing about he was targeting people of women of color to essay because they don't tell?
he said that. I have hours of the disgusting things he said. He said that. He said they don't tell. They know that they know what it is. That was my girl. They don't tell. They know what it is. They get with older men. They don't tell. He said
Well,
that.
they clearly tell because he went to jail.
Well, actually, he went to jail because her stepmother, or no, her mother called the police, and he had her over at his house for 3 days at that point in time. And then he lied and said that she was a different age, and no, she wasn't, and it was aggravated. So they found trauma on that girl's body.
Why are you being bitchy with Veronica, Big Back Owl? You're calling me Big Back Owl and then asking me why I'm being impolite? You need Jesus, huh? You're weird. Are those people from the boxing community?
Most of them are. I've seen a lot of them in your chat, and they are trolls. They're not going to contribute anything good. I can tell you that. The ones that are coming, that are making this noise, are the ones that are sitting with Snoopy.
Okay, so just to so what when he said that thing about the woman of color, was it on a live? Was it in
Yeah.
private?
No, he had lives, and I recorded his lives because he had been already. This is after he pulled the firearms. So then he would have lives, just crazy induced lives, and say he wanted to unalive people and all kinds of things. And I have hours and hours of him saying those things, calling them, like racial stuff like that, and everything, horrible stuff, unaliving people, everything.
Why are those people supporting someone like that?
I have no idea. Maybe because they didn't actually listen to what he was saying, but why Jed could support that, I have no clue at all.
Okay, I need those recording now because
I'll
like
give them
now
to you.
I'm actually troubled. Okay, I'm like, if you're here defending essayer who are like, yeah, go essay woman of color, well, little girl of color, they don't tell. We have a
Mhm.
problem and you need to get the fuck out of this platform. Okay?
Yeah.
No, no, no. You need to get the fuck out of this platform. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. Does he have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, but I can't remember what it is. Nobody goes there now, like, cuz now he's shunned now, but Veronica goes there to go get recordings from him. Um because she loves him. She said she'll never forget it was Valentine's Day. Heart, okay?
Listen, let her be
Sicko.
in love and peace, man. Who gives a fuck?
Love and
So
peace, yeah.
what
Mm.
I want to understand is who is supporting him, why they're supporting him. This is someone that is unforgivable. This is an essayer. Okay, there is
Well,
no such
clearly
thing as
Jed,
pay their debt to society. Okay, you need
clearly
to
Jed
fucking use
supports
their
him,
dick and then disappear from life altogether.
and clearly Snoopy supports him if she's promoting his lies on her channel.
Yes, Snoopy doesn't know what a moral compass is to save her life. Okay, so that's cool.
Right. Right, but that's
Okay,
pretty much what it is. They're supporting that, and
okay.
if they thought that was going to be something that helped them provide that I'm some kind of a liar or something, that's not going to make you look good having a man that did pulled firearms on me on panels and did what he did, vouching for you. So go ahead and have that person vouch for you. That shows you how disgusting. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's just gross. Everything about it is like, it's too much. And I'm not a bad person. I took the channel.
Out of
I'll tell you,
vengeance,
out of, well, vengeance.
vengeance.
I guess you could say vengeance.
Absolutely vengeance,
I don't
Lacy.
say vengeance. I just say it is what it is. You did to me what you did to
What
me.
it
I
is
did.
equal
Yeah,
vengeance.
I'm a Libra. I'm a Libra. I serve the dark and the light. If you mess me over, I'll mess you over back. I mean, I'm honest about
I
that.
will consider that to be a terrible thing to do. But the moment you tell me that man is an essayer, I'm like, knock yourself out. But this is a
Right, like,
terrible thing to do to someone else. I don't think you should take people's channel out of pettiness. But he is an essayer, so am I supposed to go and and be like, no vengeance against the essayer?
right. And it's not he was asking me to take other people's channels for him. He was asking me to take channels Veronica was on,
Do you
sharing
know
his
that person?
pictures. Yes, I
Why do you
do.
keep on calling me Maggie? My name is
He
Madgie.
he called Polo the N-word on Phantom's panel. So I don't even
Who?
know why he's over here. El
Who?
Yepison, this guy.
I'm sorry, you did what, motherfucker?
Um
Majid supported TY knowing he was an essayer. I have proof if you want. Fine. Give me proof. I'm okay.
yes.
I will
Give her
breathe.
proof, please.
I will breathe. I will fucking breathe. Okay? Okay. So, I did not no such thing. Do you have a proof of that he said the N-word?
Yeah, I do have proof that he said that to Polo and Rich Lomax. Not that I like Rich, I'm just saying he said it to
No,
two
it doesn't matter
people.
that you like someone or not. You're like their word. What is wrong with people? Like I keep on saying that word. I'm like, isn't that another good word? Like personally, I don't believe black people should use the word either. But for the love of God, can we just not use that fucking word?
Should we just not use any racial shit towards anybody?
That would be great. That would be so
That's what
fucking
I
great.
wish. I
That would be
wish.
great. Okay, that would be great.
Because I
But
think that there's too much of it. But yeah, he
yeah,
that whole thing with Yepes, yeah, he's done a lot. And him and Yepes, Veronica Yepes and that Sobers guy all have a troll channel, and they send people to people's channels to disrupt them and see if they can get on the panel.
wait, you have to be a managing mod to be able to see people who block you. Oh, let me put people managing mod. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
We
that
please
is what I'm
continue.
now you see that's what I mean. They're trolls. They're gonna hide all your moderators and then try to say
They're
things.
saying that you called someone the N word. Shanta. Who is Shanta?
Shanta's the one we talked about last time that they were talking about. That's the same one. She called me that, remember?
Oh yeah, the 5 cent Indian.
No,
$5.
she called me the N-word, and I told her, "Do you
He
want
called
me?"
you the N word?
Yeah, she called me the N-word twice, and then I responded to her with, "You don't want me to call you that." So instead of them saying, "Why is she calling me that?" they're asking why I asked her why she would call me that.
Yeah, that's stupid. But I'm kind of why would she call you the N word?
I have no idea, but that's what started it. Her calling me that. So they take it out of context and they don't play her calling me that, and they play her asking me why she's calling me that. But the whole video shows that she's calling me that. So that's what Veronica does. She clips videos and makes it look one way and loops videos together. Shanta called me that first. I went back and asked her why she called me that. I did use the word because she used the word, and that's it.
They both said it.
We both said it.
That's that's actually insane. But
It's an honest account of what happened. She called me something, and I asked her why she called me that. Period. She
but
shouldn't
you
have been
didn't.
calling me that.
I'm
I
getting
mean,
trolled. That's fine. Whatever. I'm used to it at this point.
there should be the same amount of outrage whenever Jed proudly comes up here and says he calls me a snow roach or
Yeah, it's
anything that
disgusting.
he
It's
said.
all disgusting. All of it. That's why
Right,
now
but
I'm
I'm
just
just saying.
like, what the fuck? Because if you call her the N word and she call you the N word and it's just an N word fucking festival, like what
Right.
is this? Let me go
No,
plug
she
my
called me
phone.
that, and I told her not to call me that.
So that is not you saying the N word. That's you
Right.
telling
That's
someone not to
yeah.
call you that.
Yeah, I said if you
So
don't like that word, then you don't want to be called that.
okay. And what happened with Mel C? What Mel's world? What's the story with that?
I have no idea. I mean, what do you mean? What's what happened with them?
Yeah,
Um,
because you have a problem with her to the point that TY having her on his platform was a big problem, wasn't it?
oh gosh,
And
this was so long ago though, Maggie. They're bringing this stuff up like it was yesterday.
yeah.
Um, with Melanie, we had a falling out a long time ago whenever the first IOJR stuff started. That's how long ago that goes back. So it's just been ongoing, but we don't even really beef with each other. We don't talk to each other. We don't
Mhm.
like I don't care about Melanie and Melanie doesn't care about me. I move on from
Okay.
things.
Okay, so you don't have a beef anymore.
No, I mean I don't like her, but I don't care. I don't like, I'm indifferent.
Okay, cool. And when did that TY situation happen?
I don't remember exactly when it happened. I would have to look at the things. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember the dates. I don't remember dates of things. It was all through the summer that the stuff was going on. So
Okay, it was during
when
the summer, so 6 months,
yeah,
6 months ago,
yeah,
let's say. And now it was
yeah,
all brought back because Stormy and you are in a beef.
it was all brought back because Stormy and me are in a beef and because Veronica will not let it go. And Veronica got into Stormy's ear for a long time and had a lot of that going on. And Jed and I have never stopped fighting.
Okay.
That's another part of it. Jed and I have never stopped fighting. And actually, it's not really Jed and I fighting. It's Jed going into chats, calling me a snow roach, making a big scene, throwing subliminals, talking stuff about me, and then me responding to him. So I don't go seeking him out, and I have proof of that. He comes seeking me out. He goes on panels where I don't even know, you
Mm-hmm.
know, he
Mm-hmm.
goes on panels where I don't even know people, and he's saying, "Yeah, the snow roach this or the snow roach that," or talking about me. He continues this, like Polo sees a different side because
Mm-hmm.
Polo Polo watches it from like every perspective. And I had to bring it to the attention because it's like they're starting stuff with me, I'm letting it go. I went on a vow of silence, which is called giving up your words. That's a Native American kind of a ceremonial thing. I
Okay.
did that. So this whole time I have not said anything. I The first thing I said was on your panel after I did my silence. That
Okay.
was the first thing I said, and then your phone died, and then I have stayed
Yeah.
silent on it. I've stayed silent on it, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to come up because that day that you had wanted me to come up, I still had 3 more hours left that I was doing that. But Jed had also said something about like my vagina.
Oh,
Like
she's
that
been
day
miserable.
in the chat right before we came over here. I didn't want to be up here talking like that with him saying that. Why is he
What?
even talking about that?
Where did he talk about your vagina?
And I think it was Stormy's. Yeah, Stormy's. I think so. I think Jaguar are wrong. I think is that Victoria? Is
Yeah,
her
it's
I think
Victoria.
okay, yeah. I think Jaguar wrong is the one. I think she might have been there. So it was like right before this was supposed to start and I saw that and I did not want to come up here.
What the fuck?
And like people pocket watching, like I've never tried to love bomb nobody. I just came over here because like there has been a lot of chaos and like Polo has tranquil Tuesdays, you know what I mean? Where everybody's just quiet and just doesn't say anything. We're trying to
Mm-hmm.
go in a new direction where I can have some peace because it's been completely upheaved, you know what I mean, with all of this trauma, pay for trauma, you know what I mean? Like going. I'm tired of it. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm not a bad person. I want to have my own peace away from this, but it just seems like these people want to just like they want to hate me so much, but how am I all of their content, Madgie? They have no content. So I stopped feeding them. I stopped going live. I sacrificed my stuff.
Because people like hate. Like there is a
Yeah.
segment of the black tea sector that is just about punishing people.
Yeah.
And right now, Stormy is um touching upon those people.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people
Stormy,
that just
I
like
worry
to
about
why?
because Stormy doesn't see what she's doing. Like something from somebody cares about her genuinely. Like I don't want to talk about Danny, but I'm just gonna say one thing that he always looks out for her and tries to get her on a good path on redirecting her out of
Mm-hmm.
that, when before she's starting to go off. And it seems like she ignores all the people like Polo and me and Danny who want her to do better and don't want her to do that. And she gravitates towards the drama because when she
Well,
came on
that's
my
her choice.
panel,
Yeah, that's her
yeah,
choice. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and whenever she does that, then I feel like, they're not there to support her. They really don't care. They really don't like her, but she did that to
I don't
herself.
know. I don't know if they don't
Yeah.
like her, but what I will say is that I find it weird that those people were and will go after her because Danny is already starting to say that Stormy is a racist. Those people will be forced to make a decision. Danny will not let her Avengers stay with Stormy. This is not gonna happen.
Mhm.
So I'm just like, I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
she was threatening me with Danny the other day.
What?
She was saying that she was gonna have Danny like basically like dox me or look into me or whatever.
I'm so sorry. What?
She said she was gonna have Danny dox me or look into me or whatever she called it. She said, "We're gonna get Dani Robertson on the case. We're gonna get Danny to get you, bitch."
I'm so sorry. Danny is more likely to go after Stormy than after you.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, I know that. She's already gone after Stormy.
there you go. And
And
she's
now you wanna
already doing it again because Stormy is getting good numbers. There is no way that Danny is gonna be acceptable. It's not happening.
mm-mm. Stormy, she's calling you a racist and had a whole segment, she had a whole series on you, Stormy. She's not going to come looking for anything to help you. You're taking away from her audience. You're
Yes,
making the wrong decisions and the wrong link ups, and you're throwing
I'm
people
not
under
gonna
the
say
bus
that.
who've been there for you.
What I will say is that there are certain people that are how they are, and their
Mm-hmm.
only point is that they like hatefulness,
Yeah.
and that's about it. But I'm not
And I
saying
think,
everyone in
Madgie,
Stormy Shite is like that.
yeah, but let me say that I'll say that this experience has brought me to a point where I
Hmm.
feel like I drink back hate, and drinking back hate is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to, to be the one
Exactly.
that has the results of it. So to me, I feel like my personality has changed a lot more. And now that I'm not in trauma fight mode, they want to
Hmm.
put me back there again. And I'm not letting them do that. And that's why I like to come to your chat because it's
Hmm.
not chaotic like that. That's why Polo did the Tuesdays, the Tranquil Tuesdays, and that's why I was coming here. I was giving you super chats because I liked your chat. There was a calmness. I didn't have to deal with all the stuff I had to deal with at other places that you know what I mean? And so I
Exactly.
wasn't trying to love bomb you or nothing
I
like
never
that. I
felt love
just
bomb. Don't worry.
yeah, I just
There are
felt
people that
appreciative
love
that you had
bomb
a good
me.
chat and,
Hmm.
it was cool. Like, I like you. I never said that's another thing she lied. I never said I didn't like you because I didn't know you. I actually
There
was
you go.
asking Star and Polo to introduce me to you so I could get to know you. And then I started coming over with Star
Hmm.
whenever she would come. So no, I had never said that. I assure you I didn't. And if I did, I'm the kind of person that would say it to you. I really am.
There you go. And sincerely, what happened in the past, except if it's essay or something fucked up, well, it's in the past. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for the time and everything, Madgie. Did you want to know
Yeah.
anything else, hon?
No, it's perfect. Thank you so much, Lacey, for coming up.
Okay. Thank you. I
Thank
appreciate the
you.
time and I hope I gave some clarity. Sorry I
Yeah, I
was
couldn't
nervous
help
at
it.
first. It's just
Yeah.
so much stuff. Just so much stuff to unpack. But thank you so much.
Thank you for coming up, Lacey. Love you.
Okay. Love you
Bye.
later. Bye.
So yes, guys. before we leave, because like I said, I barely have 10% left in my cell phone right now. I will say that what's her name? Dani is already attacking Stormy. This is not surprise should not be surprising to anyone. I saw Melissa 37 get mad and say something like, after 1 year, that's how you treat me. And I'm like, well, if you cannot understand why I find it weird as fuck that people who claim to be pro me are and someone that deeply, deeply hates me and I deeply hate, well, I don't know what to tell you. Like, it is what it is. I am not telling you to choose, and that was the same situation with Lady Letitia. I feel it's the same thing that happened between me and Lady Letitia, where I was just like, listen, this is how I feel. And me expressing my feeling is like a big thing for them, when in reality, I'm simply saying, this is my feeling and this is how I want it to, I'm capable of dealing with it because it's too much for me. And I think that I have the right to say when someone thinks it's too much for me, and the person has the right to not want to abide by it. And I'm like, yeah, it's all good, peace and love. But no, Snoopy, the fucking racist White Walker weirdo hole. Like, I was actually annoyed that people like the Avengers were leaving her life. Well, I was laughing too, but I was also mostly annoyed because they were leaving her life to go to Snoopy, because I was just like, this is a racist whore that literally paint black people as a freaking like KKK member. Like, this is the woman that forgave a white woman for saying the slur, but will act as if the black woman was just like, okay, well, the past is the past, is the bad guy. That is someone that loves doing fucking weird ass speech to ethnic people. Okay, she's a weird person. She's really bizarre. And she's also someone that has whole essayer on their platform. Like, it's actually kind of disgusting. But like I said, I hate both of them. So at the end of the day, I was just like, well, whatever. But because I hate both of them, but I don't. I'm like, this is a white woman. They know it's a white woman, and they keep on crying about me being this, that, not being for the culture, not being for black people, blah 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 blah. But then you are there supporting like a fucking White Walker. Like, it's so bizarre. It's so bizarre because those same people, like I said, they know what Stormy said in the past. They know that Stormy said to Mel that she could buy her and sell her. They know that. But I am to be punished because I was just like, okay, if Mel is okay with it, she forgave you. If those tweets were a mistake, if that Facebook was a mistake, then I understand and we can move on from it. I was wrong for feeling that way, that we could move on from it. But they are here chilling with the person who actually said those things. I'm like, this is crazy. You're crazy. Don't, and that's why also I keep on reducting what an owl is, because I'm like, I will not be made responsible for your shit. Okay, like, I don't want people to be like, oh, look, Melissa 37 is a little owl, but she's here supporting an essayer. Madgie support essayer. Like, that's literally what's gonna happen. And I'm just like, no. Okay, if you're chilling with the people I deeply hate, I don't want to be responsible for any shit you do on the internet. Okay, because that's what people always do with me. They would put blame on me for Stormy, who never was an owl because she's a content creator. They putting blame on me for Star. They put blame on me for Joe. They put blame on me for everything. So you think I'm gonna look at you being in the chat of the person I hate, and I need to be responsible? Those people are still trying to put Polly's word on me. Polly said a bunch of shit that was considered by them racist, but I am responsible. I'm like, no, that's not an owl. Get the fuck out from my face. Okay, that's not my fault. So no, I'm not gonna have people saying, "Oh, Melissa 37 is on Snoopy's chat." I'm like, no, okay, she's not a little owl. She's good. Okay, you can go where you want. But if she's mad, I'm like, be mad. It ain't my problem. Okay, I could have gotten mad yesterday by hearing the, hey, I couldn't stand Madgie for months now. I have a problem with Madgie. Like, I'm like, yo, I was like, okay, cool. But no, 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 no. You chilling and Snoopy's chat. You're not a little owl, man. You creep me out because Snoopy creeps me out. I don't know how to explain that more nicely. Snoopy creeps me out. Like, Snoopy creeps me out. And I have, who are you, peace and love? Are you not with fucking Snoopy? Why are you annoying me? Like, that's one of the things that I don't understand with those weirdos that come in my chat. I'm like, listen, I will not insult you. You can stay in the chat, but don't be asking me questions. But don't be trying to fucking confront me about shit. I don't care about you. I don't owe you shit. Get the fuck out of my face. So yeah, they keep on scapegoating me for everything. I'm like, this is a white woman. Like, do you know how racist it is for a white woman to put my black ass in a KKK uniform? This is the white woman. They are like, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. That's what I mean when I say the Avengers have no value system. Okay, the Avengers have a no value system. You're here supporting a White Walker. No fucking value system. No value system at all. Now, listen, let's not insult dogs, okay? Snoopy is not a dog. I love my dog. So, yes, dogs are adorable. Like, they're literally the best men of men. Snoopy is just a weirdo, okay? That's looking for a moment. She's literally like, that's what she's doing. She's looking for a moment to be like, okay, I don't like Snoopy. She's one of the most disgusting person I've seen on the internet. And that include Lady Letitia and all of them, and Auntie Pick Me and all of them. I think Snoopy is worse because, like Auntie Pick Me, she will be supporting an essayer if it helps her. That's the type of person she is. I'm like, you will help an essayer and turn a blind eyes to an essayer because it suits you. Don't be talking to me about morality when you're the worst. So yeah, lots of dislike for Snoopy as an individual. She literally goes against every moral thought I have. She is exactly. Like, there's nothing I hate more than someone that act morally superior when they're pieces of shit. Okay, I hate that. That's why I don't like Dani either. But at the end of the day, yo, she's doing ten shit. She's a whole blonde woman talking about you don't get racism. I'm like, shut your bitch ass up. No, Madgie cannot understand people who are cool with essayer. I'm like, there is no debt to the society. The debt to society that you should have is die. So yes, I'm kind of not partial. Okay, I'm like, oh, you essay someone, you're not a human to me. You're disgusting. There is no word for you. Which is why I get so offended when they talk to me about fucking Quiet Storm, because I'm like, are you crazy? So was the tall tale fun to listen to? Listen, Jed, like you listened to what she was saying, right? And like I said, at the end, she took TY's channel not out of justice, not out of doing the right thing. She did it out of pettiness. Okay, so let's be clear. It had nothing to do with him being an essayer or him being a terrible person. It had nothing to do with that. It was simply out of pettiness. And I can understand why, as this 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 thing that's called TI is your friend, you feel it's terrible. But me, any I could feel is gone because he's a monster. Exactly. She confirmed it. It was not out of the kindness of her heart. It was not because she didn't want an essayer out on YouTube. It was because, well, she didn't even know yet. And because it was because he annoyed her. But at the end of the day, you think I'm going to feel sad for an essayer? People can do whatever the fuck they want to the essayer. It's an essayer. There is an essayer who said that he wanted to essay women of color because it was easier and they don't tell. And that's the person Snoopy has on her platform. That's the person the Avenger are doing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm like, I am so sorry. And again, maybe I have too much hope. But I'm like, we should be against essayer. I thought that was the only thing me and Dani had in comment until she started trying to put Quiet Storm on me. I was like, I hate essayer. Like, if I am for the unaliving penalty for them, I am for castration for them. They destroy people's life and then act as if, what did I do? I hate them. I hate them. And yet here they are supporting a blonde-haired, blue-eyes whore who put black people in KKK uniform and is now platforming a whole essayer, a white man who essayed little people of color, little girl who are people of color because it's easier. That's who Snoopy is putting on her platform. Damn, bitch. You're a good one. You're a good one. Good job. Good gal. Good gal. Good gal. Disgusting. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's when I got annoyed because I'm just like, yo, I don't care. We don't like each other. There are people who are just terrible human beings. There are people who are just like evil. So yes, if Lacy had done what she did for the reason that she did to anyone else, I would have said, what the fuck is wrong with you? But the moment you tell me that's an essayer that essayed a little 14-year-old, I'm like, okay, karma. Oh, you want me to be offended for a fucking essayer? Fuck that shit, man. A essayer. A essayer who had the audacity to open his mouth and say that you should know who to do this to because you know a woman of little girl of color. Oh, they don't tell. Sorry, but at the same time, like I said, at the same time, I don't know if everyone can see the horribleness of it all because those people will also do stupid thing about me, which is again about the over actualization of woman and girl of color. Calling them whore, calling them bitch, call it like saying that they have to be in the sex work. This is extremely, it's a disgusting stereotype to put on little girl of color. Like, it's disgusting against everyone. Let's be clear. But there is that stereotype about especially little black girl, and I hate it. Thank you, Christy. Thank you. How can you go and support the robot who is a lady of color, supposedly, let's say allegedly, and then go and support Snoopy? Like, I'm like, this should be against your value system. This is like, what the fuck is going on? Is there really no morality? Like, is there really nothing? Nothing. There is only hate. There is only, like, where is morality? Like, do you understand the Avengers who are, because, you know, Dani is like talks all the time about racism and everything. The Avengers are hanging out in a chat of someone who said she can buy and sell a black woman. If that seems to be against their value system, but yet here they are. And I'm like, this is interesting. I find it interesting. I'm just like, you have no value system because you still like, it's just weird. It's just weird. And like I said, I cannot judge Stormy for saying that about Mel because Mel forgave her for it, I suppose, but it better not say that to me. Woohoo! When I heard that, I was like, what? Not say that to me. Don't say that to me. So yeah, not my fight. The Facebook posts were extremely old. I heard Dani talk about them again, and I was just like, "Bitch, that was like 10 years ago." The tweet, I'm just like, the tweet were fucked up, extremely xenophobic, terrible. Wow, what tweet? But she explained herself and she apologized, which is what you know, I'm like, okay, that's cool. But then Snoopy called me a racist for accepting that apology. Remember the white woman that is now, you know, chilling with the person, but punishing the black person for the sin of the white person? That person. So, yes, yes, yes. I don't like any of what I'm watching right now. I think it's so disgusting and disturbing. And I don't even understand why people are acting as if I should just be all cool with all of this. I'm like, Snoopy put me in a KKK uniform. A white woman. I am so sorry. People know that I don't talk about like that. But yes, Snoopy literally called me racist for accepting Stormy, but now she's chilling with Stormy. She put me in KKK uniform, and now she's chilling with Stormy. Do you know? That's why when let's say I was talking about Michelle, I'm like, this is insulting. It's insulting that you took fire for people and then they basically just make peace with the other person, but don't even think about you, don't give a fuck about you, don't give a fuck about what you did for them. It's messed up. It's messed up. I'm like, listen, if you cannot understand why it's fucking weird, then who am I to judge? I am judging. I am judging so hard. I am judging so much. I'm looking like it's weird. And then they are reuniting in the name of what? In the name of what? Never knew that. Yo, Polo, the thing I've heard, I'm like, because before we had that conversation, me and Snoop and Snormy, I had not heard about the selling and buying. I heard of it, but I didn't understand it completely. And then I wasn't sure if it really happened. But it was confirmed on Stormy's live with Mel. And then, well, let's not take Dani, but whatever. Like Mel confirmed it anyway. Pretty fucked up. Pretty fucked up. But Mel forgave her. If Mel forgives her, like we I guess I have nothing to say. But like I said, the tweet and the Facebook post for me at this point are irrelevant. Like it happened, it's in the past. She apologized. People know me. I don't stay in the okay, like shame, shame, shame. But I will stay offended by Snoopy, the racist white lady, because that's what she is, a racist. There you go. I heard it, but I'd be so drunk and we always forgive each other a lot in the prank boxing T sector. Yeah, but that's is that the Veronica from before? I don't think so. Snoopy will never apologize because she's too busy being righteous. Which is why I'm like, you're ridiculous. Anyone that supports her is ridiculous and disgusting. And that's something I deeply believe. I'm like, there are certain people I just can't stand. And Snoopy is one of those people. And I'm like, if you hang out with her, I am side eyeing you. Like, I am. So, yeah. So, yes. Oh my god, it had Vampy speak. Okay, so it must be Vampy because I'm like, Veronica's thing was not. It had more A. It had like a bunch of A. Yeah, and if that's a problem, so be it. Oh, thank you, Angie. Make it rain if you love you out. So yeah, um, for me, if people have problem with me being like, this is my boundary, Snoopy is a whole. Ugh, she disgusts me so much. That person, like her, Polly, Flutter. I saw an image with Sunset saying "Happy Valentine" to Polly, and I'm like, oh, I'm so happy I took your wrench, you stupid whore. Please go die and Valentine with Polly. So yeah, I will continue to show the text because Polly was talking shit about Sunset. I had like remove her name, but I think I'm gonna put back her name because fuck her. Oh no, me, anyone that is with that little clique, please know I hate you. Like I hate you. I hate all of them. I'm like, nah, I hate you. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with my emotion of deep hate. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with being petty. I'm cool. I hate you. You chill with Snoopy. I don't like you. I will try to be more neutral than if you were chilling with Dani. If you're chilling with Dani, then I just don't want you in my chat. But Snoopy, I'm like, yo, I don't like you. You're dealing with a racist, disgusting White Walker. Okay, that I don't even know where that whore came from. Probably from the deepest hell of Ireland. Of Ireland. Okay, for a whore that is Irish, I'm like, don't you already have your own struggle? Why are you bugging us? Disgusting. So yes, no one that hangouts with Snoopy has my support. Snoopy. Ugh. Okay, which will give her more popularity because my haters will go there. But now I am interested about how much, what do they value you the most? Do they value hating me, or do they value their moral system? I know it's gonna be my hating me. And I will continue to laugh seeing all those weirdo like RC117 preferring to leave Dani's chat to go on Snoopy the racist one. I love it. It's beautiful. I just want to see if one time once Dani goes live and then Stormy goes live, I wonder how many Avengers are gonna leave the live to go to Stormy. That's gonna be interesting. But yeah, to the surprise of no one, Stormy, Dani is going after Stormy and talking like that. I don't think there is any point in talking about those tweets or the Facebook. I think it's old news. I think it's way more about the supporting of the fucking essayer. So I'm gonna look at the video that Lacy is gonna send to me because that TY person, I repeat, pittiness made her remove that channel. It was mean. She had no right to do that. But he had no right to essay someone, and I don't care. Yo, I took those wrenches too. I understand you. Like I said, I saw Melissa37 in the chat. I was like, oh, hey, babe, okay. Knock yourself out. Be mad. Far away from me. Okay? Like, how can someone be chilling with a woman that put me in a KKK uniform, a fucking white woman putting me in a KKK uniform? And then they're like, oh, where you mad? Because she put me in a KKK uniform and she's a white woman. Yeah, she was on Snoopy's chat being like, I love you. Oh my God. And I was like, okay, then you're not a little owl, but all good. Be here. I'm cool with you. Like you don't have to be a little owl to be in my chat. But let's be clear, I am not responsible for anything that you do because those people will then blame it on me. Be like, oh, Madgie is talking against Snoopy, but then her own owl are in the chat. Nah, my owl is are not in Snoopy's chat because you ain't my owl. Simple. Okay, you want to chill with the girl who is playing the SAR of little POC girl? Knock yourself out. But you will not. That will not be put on me. Chill with the girl who insult black people and then is chilling with a man who essays little girl of color. Go and chill with her. Far away from me. Okay, like what's so wrong with that? I don't think I'm doing too much. I don't think I'm like my reaction is out of this world. I think it's pretty like normal and it makes sense. Like I will not be made responsible for that. Listen, Polly and her 120 like black can go. Stop. Yeah, that's literally all I said at first. Exactly. And I'm like, listen, I saw I'm good. You're not a little owl. If you hang out with Snoopy, I hate her. Like I hate her. How can you how can you be my supporter if you're hanging out and chat with people I hate? I'm like, yo, but we're cool. I don't have a beef. I don't have resentment. I don't have anything. I'm just like, yo, you hang out there, knock yourself out. Stay away from me. Like, don't be like, ooh, I will not come back. Don't come back. Like, I actually got so annoyed with Melissa. Damn, why I should unblock her name too from all the police texts. Being like literally coming into my chat just to insult Lacy. I was like, yo, get the fuck out of my face. Go back to Snoopy. Weren't you chilling there? Are you okay? Are you well? You're only coming into my chat to bring negativity. Get the fuck off. Yeah, Snoopy had a heart attack because I said that Joe was a little owl and she wasn't. I was like, you're not my supporter. Why do you want to be a little owl? Like, do you want that badly to be a bird? It's about support. You support Snoopy, you don't support me. This is a disgusting human being. Like, no. Like, it's one thing for 82 do not like black people to talk and criticize me about whatever a white woman. Get the fuck out of my face. Oh my God. Get the fuck out. God, I hate her. Ugh. So, yes, guys, my phone is dying. I need to go. I will see you all tomorrow. I love you all. Bye. Love you guys.